The 2023-24 NBA Defensive Player of the Year award has been a topic of intense debate, with many arguing that the rightful winner, Victor Wembanyama, was unfairly overlooked in favor of Rudy Gobert. So what went wrong and why was Gobert awarded this fourth DPOY? In this video, we're going to dive into the stats and unravel why Victor Wembanyama was robbed. The case for Rudy Gobert is straightforward. He's the defensive anchor for the top-rated defense in the league, and his 3 previous Defensive Player of the Year awards speak volumes about his prowess. Meanwhile, Victor Wembanyama's candidacy isn't getting the respect it deserves. Critics point out that he's a rookie, playing on the 23rd ranked defense. But let's not forget, the DPOY award is supposed to recognize individual brilliance, and if you dig deeper into their impact individually, Wembanyama comes out on top. When it comes to the basics of defense, Victor Wembanyama holds a significant edge over Rudy Gobert. Both are monstrous rim protectors, but Wembanyama's colossal 8-foot wingspan gives him a clear advantage, leading the league in blocks. Gobert, with his 7'9" wingspan, simply can't stretch to that level. So let's break down the numbers. In terms of blocks, Wembanyama swats away an impressive 3.4 shots per game, compared to Gobert's 2.1. With steals, Wembanyama also shines in stealing the ball, averaging 1.3 steals per game, while Gobert trails behind with 0.6. However, in defensive rebounds, Gobert does edge out Wembanyama, grabbing 9.2 compared to Wemby's 8.2. In terms of deflections, Wembanyama once again leads with 2.9 deflections per game, leaving Gobert behind at 1.6. What's truly remarkable is that Wembanyama's 3.4 blocks and 1.3 steals per game place him in an elite club. Only 5 players in NBA history have achieved those numbers, and they all log significantly more playing time than Wembanyama's 28.8 minutes per game. While Wembanyama holds a clear advantage over Rudy Gobert in blocks and steals, Gobert's forte lies in his ability to alter shots at the rim. A crucial statistic often scrutinized by voters is how well opposing players shoot from within 6 feet when defended by a player, and here's how they stack up. Wemby contests an impressive 8.2 shots per game compared to Gobert's 7.9. However, Gobert forces more misses, with opponents shooting only 48.1% from within 6 feet against him, while Wemby allows a slightly higher 54%. This suggests that while Wemby is adept at getting his hands on shots, Gobert's presence alone is more effective at deterring opponents from making those shots count. When it comes to assessing a player's overall defensive impact, voters often turn to all-in-one statistics, which account for factors like teammate quality and opponent strength. And in these metrics, Victor Wembanyama emerges as the more impactful defender. Here's a look at the numbers. Defensive EPM estimated plus-minus, Wembanyama plus 3.3, and Gobert plus 2.6. Defensive LeBron, lowercase estimate based on box plus-minus, Wembanyama plus 2.8, and Rudy Gobert plus 3.1. Defensive Raptor, Wembanyama plus 3.3, and Gobert plus 3.2. These statistics suggest that Wembanyama has a greater positive impact on his team's defense compared to Gobert, even when adjusting for factors like the quality of teammates and opponents. Team success often weighs heavily in the minds of voters when determining the Defensive Player of the Year. Typically, the award goes to a player on a top 5 defensive team. This is where Victor Wembanyama faces an uphill battle, with his Spurs finishing at a lowly 23rd in defensive ranking, while Rudy Gobert's Wolves claimed the top spot in the league. As the defensive linchpin for the Wolves, Gobert boasts a compelling narrative behind him, bolstered by his team's stellar defensive performances. On the other hand, Wembanyama's candidacy is hindered by his team's lack of success. However, it's crucial to consider the context. Wembanyama was drafted into a Spurs roster that retained much of its lineup from the worst defensive season in league history. Moreover, none of his teammates were in contention for any defensive awards, and some, like Keldon Johnson and Doug McDermott, before his trade, are considered below average defensively. Rudy Gobert certainly benefits from a more defensively talented supporting cast. Players like Jaden McDaniels, Kyle Anderson, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and Mike Conley bring their defensive prowess to the table, not to mention Anthony Edwards, whose one-on-one defense and flashy plays bolster the Wolves' defensive efforts. However, if we were to hypothetically swap Wembanyama with Gobert, there is no doubt that the rookie's chance of winning the award would have likely skyrocketed. At just 20 years old, Wembanyama already boasts a compelling case as one of the league's premier defenders. His presence alone commands respect and alters opponents' game plans. It's a testament to his intimidating stature that players think twice before challenging him. And Rudy Gobert undeniably boasts incredible defensive skills, but he's not without his weaknesses. While he's made strides in guarding perimeter players, it is still a challenge for him, especially compared to Wembanyama, who absolutely holds an advantage in this area. However, where Gobert shines is in his sheer raw strength. At 258 pounds, he is a physical force to be reckoned with. Whereas Wembanyama, at a wispy 210 pounds, still has room to bulk up. This difference in strength becomes apparent in matchups against players like Houston's Alperen Sengun, who have found success in overpowering Wembanyama down low. Still, Wembanyama can be expected to contend for the award for years to come, given that he's just 20 years old and barely scraped the surface of his incredible potential. Aside from being a terrific rim protector, Wembanyama is also a very capable perimeter defender, able to keep up with more mobile ball handlers and scorers, thanks largely to his incredible length and quickness for his size. Ultimately, both Rudy Gobert and Victor Wembanyama have showcased extraordinary defensive skills that set them apart from the rest of the league this year. If team success is the primary criterion, then Gobert certainly makes a strong case for the award, given his pivotal role in anchoring the league-leading defensive efforts of the Wolves. However, if the award is to honor the most impactful defender in the league, then Wembanyama's brilliance and game-changing presence on the court make a compelling argument for his candidacy. Despite playing on a struggling Spurs team, Wembanyama's defensive prowess and ability to alter games cannot be overlooked. But fear not, Spurs faithful, for Wembanyama's career is just getting started. He'll have ample opportunities to vie for the coveted Hakeem Olajuwon trophy in the years ahead. And let's not forget, this debate may soon feel like small potatoes if Wembanyama ends up surpassing Gobert's tally of Dpoy wins by the time he hangs up his sneakers. So while the present might seem a tad disappointing, the future is brimming with promise for this rising defensive stalwart. So, as always, I want to hear from you. Do you think Wemby was robbed? Are you swayed by team success, or do you prioritize individual impact? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more exciting basketball content from NBA Swish. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.